Adrienne A. Wagner here to recap the real estate market at Seven Springs for 2010. Remember that the market information we share is just a smidgen of the variables that we watch. When working with our buyer or seller clients, we take into consideration their urgency level along with a multitude of statistics and economic variables to offer the options to meet their goals within their specified time preferences. Come see what happened in 2010. The first graph Wags and I want to share are the December transfers compared to years gone by. Each gold bar represents the sales in December for a specific year. You can see that the recorded sales were climbing for last month. Yippee! Does that mean that the market is making a turnaround, though? You really need to consider other market variables. And yes, we have that information available. Next up are the monthly unsold listings. That's the long red bar versus sales, which is the small blue bar on the left-hand side, and that's for the entire year. Basically, what this is telling you is that because of the high inventory, 2011 is still going to be a great buyer's market. Keep in mind, though, that as prices may still be adjusting, climbing interest rates are going to impact your purchase. Price ranges are always fascinating. This next chart compares Seven Springs and Hidden Valley to show you what properties were selling for in 2010. As you can see on the far right, we have the numbers broken down into 6 categories. Our research allows us to break down this information for specific communities and/or floor plans. Why is that important? Several properties sold last year above the last comparable sale, and we're talking substantially higher sales prices. Here you can see the sale tallies for Seven Springs, which is the red line, and Hidden Valley, the blue. Historically, the most amount of properties are transferred during the second half of the year. Seven Springs ended up with 45 sales, and Hidden Valley had 52. Remember, we use the courthouse records to ensure that we have all of the transfers posted. Since we are talking about transfers, this next slide appears promising for sales in 2011. You'll notice that those transfers are showing upward momentum, but there are other factors out there that will impact sales for 2011. We've got whatever the government decides to do, economic issues, and of course, tax changes. Our state and national associations keep us posted on the latest issues on the table. This pie chart will only be included in our end-of-year report. So many people are under the false assumption that the majority of sales come from out of state. As the chart indicates, Pennsylvania is where the primary residences are for new homeowners at both Seven Springs and Hidden Valley for 2010. On the far right, the states are listed and assigned a color. The category of unknown is when a deed is transferred with the tax address for the new owner being listed as the property they just purchased. Well, that's it for our slideshow, but we have even more details of the 2010 market, like average sales prices, total dollar volume, which floor plans were hot and which were not. But now our attention is totally focused on 2011. If you are considering buying or selling, we have a few spots open for new clients. Look for our next update in early February, and thanks so much for viewing.